today, so that's always a plus. So
And that's always good.
yeah, and then
Always good.
I was chilling with a model earlier and shit for a little bit.
Yeah,
And I'm
check
off.
you out.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. That's the best part.
Mm-hmm. See, things work out for the best.
Right. I thought I was working tomorrow morning. I was like, shit. I know me and I know me and Ant going to talk about Common, the new Common album and shit. And first of all, Ashley's been going to hella concerts. She went to Janet Jackson last week. Now she's going to
Yeah, I
Escape.
see. And she met Escape. I'm like, wow,
She living life.
right?
She,
Mm-mm. No doubt.
yeah, I got to go to some concerts before the year's over. I might go to
Yeah.
two. I might go to one in September, but I got to save some bread up, pay off some bills.
Well, Jamal running off his mouth again as usual.
What does he say now?
Now he calling Little Kim the seed of. He's Little Kim is the grandmother of all these chicks now that she fucked up all these chicks heads up. None of these bitches were even alive when Little Kim was out doing her thing. So that is totally untrue.
I swear, sometimes I like Lord Jamar, but sometimes I just wonder where does he get his theories from? Sometimes I just wonder that
Right?
shit.
So now he's blaming. So you're blaming Little Kim now for why we have Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion. And no,
Well,
they
you
wasn't
know
even.
what? You know what? He's not the first one that said that though. I'm not gonna hold you.
I totally disagree. There
I
wasn't.
dis
Ice Spice wasn't even born when Little Kim was out in '96.
I disagree too.
You know what I'm saying? So where you get that theory from?
I don't know, man. These niggas, they just go to these podcasts and they just say some of the most stupidest shit just for
Right. Right.
clickbait.
The most dumbest shit ever.
Like for one, Tyron Turner and the dude who plays Sheriff
Mm.
from Medical Society, they were having it. First of all, they always talk mad shit. Tyron Turner, I like Tyron Turner, but he always talks mad shit when he comes to art dialogue. Like talking about how Jamie Foxx stole his career or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I think the dude who plays Sheriff, I think it's
Mm.
what's his name? I gotta pull up his name. Shit, Vontae Sweet, whatever his name is. Yeah, he
Mm.
talking about how he feels that he was. I think he was originally supposed to have been on Friday or some shit, but he says Chris Tucker stole his role or some shit. I don't know.
Wow.
Niggas be talking this mad greasy and shit.
Crazy.
What else is going on, man?
Mm-mm.
Childish Gambino drops a new album this Friday. Rakim drops a new album too. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
everyone's dropping shit. You know, I'm okay. Yeah, Tyron, he used to be talking mad shit about everybody. I'm just like, nigga. I was like, okay, Kane. All right, Kane.
Wow.
So I heard they were making a female Matlock.
I didn't watch the male version. Definitely not watching the female one. You care less.
They said Kathy Bates is gonna play the woman Matlock.
That's nice.
Shit, my dad watches that show every morning and shit. Every time I hear that theme song, da 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 da
Mm-mm.
da 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 da.
Wow.
Every morning, 10 o'clock a.m. He be watching that shit. I'm like, okay, man.
Mm-mm.
My grandpa loved that show. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold it. That might be one of my favorite Andy Griffith roles. Like, it's not like a favorite of mine, but I do like the style of the show.
Right. Okay.
That nigga always be solving the case. He always be solving the case at the right spot. It's like an '80s Perry Mason and shit.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Yep. Everyone's talking about the best hip hop album already, the Blue Lips. I'm just like, y'all niggas wild.
Wow.
You said Schoolboy Q got banned from performing in Toronto. Yeah, I heard about that shit. That's crazy.
For that whack ass album, I don't blame him. I would ban his ass too. Bringing that shit over here.
Hell, I said the same thing. If Busta Rhymes was performing some of that shit from his new album and people were sitting down on their phones, I don't blame them for being on their phones.
Right.
And the Busta's like, y'all should get up when I perform and shit. I was like, nigga, if you perform some shit for that whack shit, that shit was a whack.
Yeah. Yep. You ain't getting in this country with that.
Now, Method Man and Redman, that's different.
Right.
That's different. So I guess Megan Good and Jonathan Majors are the new it couple now. Oh, excuse me. Our generation's Coretta and Martin. That's what this nigga loves him some Coretta Scott King, I tell you.
Right.
She's my. I'm just like. At first it was cute, but I'm just like, okay, nigga. Oh shit. But did you see that new Divorce is New Black movie?
Nah, I saw the trailer for it.
Shit. I thought that movie was wild.
The Deliverance, that shit look good.
Who's in that movie?
That's the Lee Daniels horror film with Andra Day and Omar Epps, the black kid from Stranger Things. Forgot his name. It's coming on Netflix August 30th. It's a true story. It's about like some family that I think they moved to what was it, New Orleans or something, and the kids got possessed.
And Lee Daniels is doing this?
Yeah, Lee Daniels is doing this. First horror film.
Oh, Monique is in this.
Yeah, Monique. Yeah, Monique is in it too. I forgot.
Oh, if Monique is in it, okay. Tasha Smith? Oh, Monique, Tasha, Janae Ellis. Oh,
that look
he
good.
got all the heavy. Oh my god.
Trailer came out yesterday.
But that's the thing. Lee Daniels, I'm not gonna hold you. I like Lee Daniels, but sometimes he be doing so much stunt casting.
Right.
It might not always come out right. So let me not hold my breath, cause
hopefully it's good. I mean, the trailer look good.
Cause that movie he did with that Monique movie on BET Plus, nigga. I just remember Monique running. That's all I remember.
Oh wow, she might be running this too.
Hey, all the black Tom Cruise and shit. You know how Tom Cruise runs in all his movies and shit.
Right. Yeah.
What else is going on? Amber Rose made a speech at the Republican convention the other night.
I thought ass.
I'm just like, now she's a politician now, huh?
Right. She looked like a thought with those tattoos on her head.
I'm trying to figure out when the hell did she become a rapper, because they introduced her as a rapper and shit.
A rapper? She ain't no rapper. She's
like,
what rappers.
Right.
She had rappers in her. You know what I mean?
Stop.
A rapper.
You funny boy.
That's for the casual people that don't know what the fuck rap is. They say, "Oh, Amber Rose the rapper."
Next thing you know, they say, what's her name? Kylie Jenner is a rapper.
Right? They'll say Angela Simmons is a rapper. Rapper Angela Simmons.
Lord, first of all, Angela Simmons.
Oh yeah.
I have to bring Angela. What the fuck was she pulling up in that BET Awards with that fucking
right with that gun bag? Stupid.
I swear to God, yo,
Yes,
these people want. Mind you, Rev Run is a rapper slash reverend. And
right.
shit. And you doing this shit?
Exactly. And
I'm
she
like,
posing with the gun like she gangster.
just because is she with Yo Gotti?
Yeah,
Yo Gotti.
yeah. She like rappers. She dated Bow Wow and Romeo. Now she got Yo Gotti.
She dated a
All the washed up
Romeo.
rappers. So who's next? Soldier Boy?
And I'm gonna be real. I remember back when I was growing up, people used to say, "Oh, she was fine as hell." I'm just like, I mean, she alright.
Mhm. She talk like
She
her
not
father
ugly.
though. She got that Jersey accent.
Yeah, I'm not
She
saying she
talk just
not
like one.
ugly.
Yeah,
But the other sister, I forgot her name. She's more prettier. I
Vanessa.
forgot her name. Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was more Vanessa girl than shit.
Mm-hmm. And Angela talk hood.
Stop. That's one thing I liked about her. That she always she don't do no whole.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I like about her, but she don't do no
Yeah.
fake ass shit. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, the
Ain't on
time.
that shit. And Angela like the attention. All the thirst trap pics she put online and shit. She like that attention.
Yeah, and see that's the thing though. These women, man, it's like
Yeah.
I don't want a good thirst trap, but come on, girl, I don't need a
Exactly.
thirst trap every fucking minute.
Exactly. You got a nigga. Why you entertaining other niggas?
That should tell you something.
You know.
That should tell you something. Like this one girl was like, that's why I say I hate when married women always want to come at me. I'm just like, girl, you're married, for God's sakes. Go with your husband. But when certain people, they have wives and kids, and they get mad when I don't talk to them and shit. Like,
Mhm.
make that make sense.
Right.
They know who they are and shit. That's all I want to say.
Mhm.
You know what's funny? Before I start,
Mhm.
I'm watching this random episode of In the Heat of the Night, and OJ Simpson is playing a murder victim.
Mm. They must have turned.
Wow.
In the alternate universe,
No wonder why the acting is bad.
yeah, they should have let him be the killer in that. You know, great
I'm like,
practice.
I was just like, someone tried to kill OJ.
Wow. The irony in that.
He plays a murder victim, and years later, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. Let's start this review. Let me start, because I'm just gonna say, Nick, we might not even know who really did it at the end of the day.
Right?
But, oh shit! But I'm ready to start whenever you are, boss.
Yeah.
What's up, niggas? How y'all doing? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy trying to building with me. How you doing,
Yo.
boss?
Chilling.
All right. On this day off, we're gonna do a quick album anniversary. I want to give a shout out to the late great Coolio with "It Takes a
Yeah.
Thief." Yeah, we already talked about this album a while back ago and everything like that too. This is his first album that came out August 18th. Well, excuse me, July 19th, 1994, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know why album anniversary. Albumism said July 18th, but you know what? Fuck it. It's still an anniversary. Fuck it. Um, so you guys know who Coolio is. A lot of people kind of know him more for the Gangsta's Paradise. You know what I'm saying? Which that might be his signature song to a lot of people and his signature album. I'm more of a It Takes a Thief nigga, to be real with you. You know, he was part of the whole Dub C and the Mad Circle. You know what I'm saying? This album was known for singles like Fantastic Voyage, which is just like the sample slash cover of the Lakeside song. Mama, I'm in love with the gangster. That's my shit right there. Can of corn, smoking sticks, you know what I'm saying? You know, when it comes to Coolio, you know what I'm saying? Especially gangster rap at that time, he was not like the most in your face, explicit kind of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a more like lighthearted kind of perspective when it came to his music. This, to be funny, this is kind of like the gangster rap you would play with when your parents are around and shit. I hate to say it,
Mm.
but when it comes to like the subject matter, especially on the first, I would say the first two albums, he does talk about a lot of dark shit. Especially he's talking about like his drug addiction. But you guys should know, like he struggled from what I read, like PCP and shit from what I looked up
Wow.
and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what songs like Can of Corn and Smoking Sticks and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is a very dope album. Like, it's not Chronic level, it's not Doggy Style level. I would say it's like more in the second tier and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Until
I say I'm more of a fan of his first two albums. Like Gangsta's Paradise was cool though, you know what I'm saying? But this album, if you want to you see the more Coolio side, I will listen to It Takes a Thief. But what do you think about this album?
I love it. I think it's a solid West Coast album. Is you know, when once he came out with Fantastic Voyage, it was like that was like his big opening hit as a solo artist, and love the production on there. And we did a great review, and that was like the year I seen Coolio in concert at Madison Square Garden. He killed it, and it was great. I remember the bike he came out on, and he definitely shut it down over here. And Gangsta's Paradise was just as good. I like his first two albums. I didn't My Soul I didn't really care for.
I hated that album.
Yeah, but this album was like you know West Coast Coolio right here. It's before he got commercial. This one was good for me.
And I'm still gonna say this. I always say this, you know what I'm saying? Respect to the dead. But him dissing Weird Al Yankovic, I feel like that kind of killed his career in the mainstream with you.
Right.
Cause let me be real, Weird Al Yankovic, he pretty much parodied people like Michael Jackson, Madonna, Nirvana, um, and if they were cool with his shit, Michael Jackson even let him shoot at the same place he shot the Bad video.
Oh wow.
What makes your ass so special? If Weird Al Yankovic covered a song of mine, I would be honored.
Hmm.
You be fucking
Right.
honored and shit. But no, Gangsta Spirit is a more serious song. Like, come on, man, come on. And like I said, I like Coolio's music. I've always had a side eye him about that shit. You know,
Right.
I have to be on. I have to always say that shit because
Yeah.
Weird Al Yankovic didn't do nothing to you and shit. He didn't do no shit to you. But hey, y'all can get at me in the comments. I don't give a fuck.
Mm.
Yeah, man. And um, now we're gonna talk about the Tom Tom Club with his self-titled debut album. You know what I'm saying? This is like a spin-off group of talking heads. You know what I'm saying? Consists of Chris and Tina. This album came out October. You don't say the fucking day. It just said October 19th. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna make up a day. October 14th. Let me just make up
All
a
right.
fucking. Yeah. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Right.
It was produced by Tina and Chris, and also Stephen Stanley. They had a couple singles like "Wordy," "Rapping Hood," "Genius of Love," on, um, and the cover of "Under the Boardwalk." Are you laughing at me?
On, and on.
I mean, I didn't name the thing. I'm sorry, I didn't name
Right.
the shit. Yeah, man. Tina and Chris, they were members, but also too, you have other people like Adrian Belew, Monte Brown, Tyrone Downey. Okay. Um, Uzziah Thompson, Lonnie Weymouth, Laura Raymouth, Lauric Raymouth. I guess they were all related to Tina. You know what I'm saying? So I know you guys are wondering. Yes, we did talk about speaking in tongues. We did a review on that like last year or the year before last. That's actually my favorite album from Talking Heads. I don't know about Try. I can't speak for Try himself. You know.
It was cool.
Yeah, he said it was cool.
Yeah.
So Tom Tom Club was pretty much like Tina and Chris doing their own thing when Talking Heads kind of went on like a brief hiatus after the Remaining Light album and stuff like that too. Because it was also at that time too where they were kind of going at it with David Byrne. This was kind of like the Remaining Light era. I will say was like the breaking point, or the starting of like them kind of getting angry at each other, and
Right.
that makes sense and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, they was starting to. They was just like we're just gonna do our own shit while they go on a little hiatus and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, you know what I'm saying, they had a very good success when it came to like the dance club. Yes, this is the song. with Genius. This album, Genius of Love, which we're going to talk more about that. Spoiler alert, that's my favorite song on the album. I'm just going to be real with you about that already, and I'll get more into that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Of course, we don't. I don't have the album. We don't have the album.
No.
This is the album cover right here. It looks like something I made when I was in elementary school.
I like it though.
I love it too.
Yeah,
I love it. It's very
hmm
different. It's very
definitely.
abstract and everything like that too. All right. So this is not a long album. The original version has 8 songs, but I'm also going to talk about the Under the Boardwalk cover too. You know what I'm saying? Because I love that fucking cover. And we're going to start off. Oh, hold on. I didn't pull my notes here. Give me 1 second. And we're going to start off with probably the most talking heads. Well, I'm not going to say that. One of the most talking heads esque songs of the album, Wordy Rapping Hood. So, okay, this is a interesting song right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a single. So, whether people want to believe it or not, Talking Heads were really one of those first rock groups that really kind of embraced that hip hop sound that was coming up coming up and everything like that too. Like, I'm not gonna say like they were hip hop pioneers. I'm not gonna say like they were on like Blondie's level, to say the least, and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But they at the same time they really was like infatuated by this growing sound and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is pretty much like a little. How can I put this? I would say this is like a new wave rap song, if that makes sense. You know what
Uh,
I'm saying? I mean, not a bad song. I actually kind of dig it the more I listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time too, it's kind of a novelty, and I hate to say it in that sense, but this is when rap music was still becoming like a new thing. This is when it was still like the Wild West when it came to music, before cats started embracing it. You know what I'm saying? But this was pretty cool. Not really one of my favorites, but I feel like it's very essential.
yeah, it was nice. Had a nice beat, and they talking about words on the song, and you know, it was cool.
Yeah, like honestly, I'd rather listen to Blondie's Rapture over this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just for Debbie's rap. No, she
yeah.
killed that. That was probably the only great song I liked from that album. To be real with you, um, I still remember that review. I was like, damn, this album's kind of. But then they said the
Yeah,
best for last.
I
It
didn't
wasn't
like
like
that album.
Rapture.
Did not like that album.
Yeah, wasn't Rapture like the second to last song on that album too?
Yeah, there was. I'm like, people made a big thing about that album. I'm like, that album's not good. You know.
Right, because when I used to go on like boards about greatest album of the '80s, niggas used to say, "Oh my god, this is Blondie's best album." I was like, "No, Parallel
Right,
Lines.
right,
That's the Blondie I like. Like, give me anything like their first maybe 3, 4 albums. Like, yeah, give me anything around that time and shit." And I'm not really
right.
the biggest Blondie fan like that, but still,
Yeah,
and it's crazy because Parallel Lines was when they kind of got a little mainstream, but it was still good mainstream. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Now, Genius of Love. Ding 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 ding. If you guys do not know this song, if you guys just know this song because Mariah Carey sampled it, listen to the song for what it is because this is literally one of the greatest songs you would ever hear.
Yeah,
It's pretty much a tribute to like all the black musicians that influenced them, to say the
mhm,
least. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They mentioned cats like George Clinton, Smokey Robinson, Sly and Robbie. Hell, and they even threw a shout out to Curtis Blow, who at that time was really like one of the first rappers to really break out in the mainstream and shit like that too. And it's kind of crazy too because like when people hear that beat and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Um, they said that they actually was influenced by Zapp's "More Bounce to the Ounce," and I can definitely hear it. That more bounce to that to it. You know what I'm saying? They had that to it and shit. You know what I'm saying? That first Zap album too, man. Fire,
mhm,
classic, classic.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And yes, the song was definitely very influential as well because even the music video was pretty good, and it has been sampled by a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Um, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which Andre back when Andre Harrell was a rapper, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Ice Cube even used that as a freestyle, and most importantly, we got to give credit where credit's due. Motherfucking Mariah Carey with the Fantasy joint. You know what I'm saying? Which that actually was my introduction to this sample. And that song actually reintroduced, Talking Heads, Tom Top Club to like the more younger urban crowd. And
Yeah.
yes, Lotto, I know Lotto also used that too for
Listen.
big energy and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is my favorite song on the album. It was not even gonna be any other song. I was just like, yeah, this one right here. Come on, man. Don't fuck with me.
Lord. Yeah, this was definitely a classic track. I love the beat for it, the bass line, and it had like that quirky melody and the singing. And Mariah just made it another hit when she sampled it.
Yeah,
And that was great, man. Just a classic record.
yeah. I love the lines when she says, "I'm
Hmm.
in heaven with Maven a Funk mutation." Clinton musicians, such as like I was like, yo, this is ill as fuck though.
Yes.
And and niggas don't even listen to the fucking lyrics of this song. They just like the beat. It's the fucking beat that they hear. I'm just like, y'all, they're giving love to all these black musicians, man. Come
Yeah.
on. But if Adele or Justin Timberlake does that
Oh
shit,
boy. Here we
that
go.
would be a whole different
Yeah,
story.
boy.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, yeah, don't get me wrong. When I hear this song in a party or a club, I'm gonna bop to this shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Q. That was when he did Cam and shit like that. Which that was like his response to that whoop whoop
Yeah.
this track and shit. He killed that freestyle. Like that's the Q I fucking like, though, not this Don Mega.
Yeah. Wax.
Because niggas talking about, oh, Q didn't reply to Cam. I was like, he did kind of freestyle, but you got to remember, Farrakhan and all that shit, they squashed that shit.
Hmm.
It's funny how you said Farrakhan was embarrassed by Q. That's why he had to squash the comment.
Yeah.
Funny boy. All right. Next song is called Tom Tom Theme. It's like an instrumental. I feel like it's kind of like a little outro to Genius of Love. It was alright.
Yeah. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I like the beat for this. And
Yeah,
the bass line was dope, and yeah, dope instrumental.
definitely. All right. Next track is Le Elephant. Um, this is actually a pretty dope track too. You know what I'm saying? It's actually talking about the lyrics are in French, but it's actually translated to the elephant and the hippopotamus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like how funky this track is, but still has this new wave kind of theme to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I most like this really for the beat though. To be real with you.
Yeah, the beat was fire.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell they saying on it because they in French, but this was dope.
yeah, man.
You know?
I was like, yeah, I'm good on that. Y'all just lucky that beat slaps though, because that beat didn't slap. I would not.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. It's like I'm gonna get more into this when we finish. I feel like it's more like a producer's album. You know what I'm saying? I feel the cult of it all, but I'm gonna get more into that later. Track number 5, As Above, So Below. Cool song and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Again, I like this more for the beat. The drum patterning on this track was bananas. That's one thing that really caught my attention to it. Who was doing the drum? Yeah, Chris was doing the drums and shit like that. He definitely killed it on that. So yeah, this was pretty ill.
Yeah. I like the beat. It was dope. Definitely.
Definitely. Track number 6, Lower. Um, again, I like this song mostly for the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's another one of those Talking Heads esque songs, but at the same time, um, I could have done without this song. Honestly, to be real with you.
Man. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
literally.
like that. It had like a xylophone like sound to it, and I like the beat for it.
Facts. Track number three, on. Um, yeah, I didn't care for this one too much.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I actually like it. I like the beat
Okay.
for this. The bass line. There was like a catchy melody.
Respect. Now, booming and zooming though, this one was very dope. To me, I feel like they were trying to get on a Jimi Hendrix bag with this one because Hendrix had this song called I think it's called Third Stone from the Sun from the
Mm,
All You Experience album, which
right.
that's actually my favorite track on that album though. Just the beat and the way he was talking on
Mm,
that one had like a little spacey kind of feel to it.
right.
And they were trying to do that with this one as well too. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jimi Hendrix meets Peter Gabriel, like late 70s Peter Gabriel, if that makes sense. They
Mm,
had like a very kind of feel to it.
right.
And that's one thing I dig about this track. I feel like this could have also been a single, but I don't think the world was ready for this yet.
Mm,
What about you?
yep. That shit was fire.
Definitely. Yeah, man. I wouldn't be surprised if niggas try to sample this shit right here. 'Cause this stuff, ooh. All right, and the last song is Under the Boardwalk. So this is of course a cover of the Drifters song. Um, this channel has been on for 10 years. I don't think I've ever talked about the Drifters on this channel though, but they were definitely a very fire R&B group, doo-wop, R&B pop, whatever you want to call them. A lot of the great singers came from that group. Clyde McFadder, Benny King, uh, Charlie Thomas. You know what I'm saying? They had songs like "Honey Love," "Save the Last Dance for Me," but my favorite was "Under the Boardwalk." And honestly, Tom Tom Club, this cover slaps. I'm gonna be real with you. This cover, this cover definitely slaps. I would say it's controversial opinion. This might be just as good as the original because I've heard this song covered so many times.
Mm,
I've heard some bad covers over the years, like, but this one right here is might be one of my personal favorite covers of this version.
mm. Yeah, I like it. That was a nice way to end the album more.
Yeah, and just to let you guys know too, this is not on the this is not on that vinyl version. It's also on the cassette and the CD version and shit too. So if you
Mm,
guys want to get that one. All right. So overall, I'm not gonna hold you. I actually enjoyed this album a bit more than I expected. You know what I'm saying? It's not really an album that you have to. It's not really as complex as like Remaining Light or Fear of Music. I feel like it's like a fun party record. You know what I'm saying? Very danceable and everything like that too. Like I will put this on the same category as like Queen's Hot Space, an album that I don't understand how Try does not like. But y'all can just watch that review if y'all want.
oh boy.
I'll like I'll put that on that same wavelength and shit too. To me, the production was what really actually sold the album for me, in my opinion. Because for 1981, a lot of these beats definitely you can see the influence with new wave, but you can also see them going influence with hip hop as well too. Which a lot of these songs, I want to say a good portion of these songs got sampled here and there. Most importantly, "Genius of Love." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is definitely a fire ass album. I will give this a 4 out of 5. I feel like this is definitely a nice little segue between Remaining Light and Speaking in Tongues.
I like some songs on here. I thought like some quirky melodies were cool.
Yeah.
Good at them.
Okay. Yeah. It's an acquired taste to a lot of people and shit.
Yeah.
All right. So next week we're gonna get back in our heads. We're gonna get back to the Little Creatures album for next week, which I haven't heard that in a minute. I remember when I heard it, I didn't really care for it too much, but we'll see. All right, I was 35 minutes in. I'm gonna stay on for like maybe a good 10, 15 and shit. I heard some of y'all conversation, especially when it comes to this whole hip hop origin
Yeah.
controversy. Everybody wants to put a stamp on black culture, talking about, oh, this was created here, this was created there. I'm just like, how come y'all don't do this to metal?
Right.
Y'all don't do this to fucking grunge and
Metal
shit.
has these much problems.
You said what?
Metal don't have this much problems.
It's always our people. It's like people always want to rewrite history and shit, you know? Oh, shit. I'm so tired of that shit. I feel like Busta Rhymes kind of started that shit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, once he said that shit about the whole Jamaica, I was like, yeah, he started that shit. Cause ain't nobody was talking about that shit until this nigga opened his mouth. I can't wait for the Boys in the Hood review tomorrow. Shit. Yeah, to this day, I'm still surprised I never talks about this movie. This shit. Ray said, Pleasure of Love is also my favorite song from Tom Tom Club as well. This also includes The Devil Does Your Dog Bite and Who's That Ugly Girl. Interesting. Yeah, that animated music video for Genius of Love was ill as hell too. You know what I'm saying? Very trippy video, very trippy. So, who's ready for that Miss Cleo movie though?
Ooh.
Yo, Miss Cleo, Lady of Rage. That's Miss Cleo. It can go either way. First of all, I'm glad that she's feeling. I heard she was sick, but I'm glad she's feeling better now. From what I heard, they got my nigga Sax. You know, Sax as a lawyer. You know you're not gonna win nothing. Shit. But yeah, we definitely gotta talk about that movie when it comes out. Cause I never actually, I never actually follow Miss Cleo like that. You know what I'm saying? Did you? What about you? You know people that follow Miss Cleo? What? Okay, I don't think he is. You hear me?
Yep.
I said, you know people that follow Miss Cleo like that.
Nah, I ain't following Miss Cleo. Nope.
I swear to God, everybody was a psychic back in the '90s. I swear.
Yeah.
Dionne Warwick, I think Tubbs from Miami Vice was like Philip Michael Thomas. That's his name.
Yep.
Q said, "What is your top three favorite animated music videos?" On top of my head, Michael Jackson's "Leave Me Alone." Um, I was just throwing Tom Tom Club's "Genius of Love" and 50 Cent's "Piggy Bank." Just on top of my head.
Yep.
What about you?
For what? For which one?
top 3 animated music videos.
Animated.
Yeah.
Paul Abdul and the opposites attract with that cat.
Ooh,
Um, the Linkin Park Breaking the Habit,
nice.
and probably Ghostface. I would say the Daytona 500.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, and that one when that came on, I was waiting for him to like. I was waiting for them to like show, Ghost and Ray and Kappa in the video, and they just showed the whole damn Speed Racer, the Speed Racer clips. Yeah.
I think there was supposed to be an original video, but
Uh-huh.
there was a story behind it. I have to look it up. There was another animated music video that I fucking loved and shit. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. What's that joint? Kanye's Heartless video. That was dope. Have you ever done a review on the 808s?
Kanye West?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we did.
Ooh, you have to talk about that.
We got to do that.
Baby,
Yeezy.
everybody, lady, don't even think about it. You worry about the wrong thing. That was ooh, paranoid. Ooh,
Right.
that's I'm sorry. Controversial opinion. I like that slightly better than College Dropout. I don't give a
Oh
fuck.
God. Oh Lord.
Yeah,
What?
niggas overhate
Oh,
808 Heartbreak. Niggas overhate that album. That was some like 80s pop. That was like some GTA Vice City shit.
and it's still sold.
It did. It's still so. And you know what's crazy? Everyone's trying to do that. Like once Drake came out with So Far Gone, and Cudi came out, and Travis Scott, everyone started going back to that album. Saying, "Hey, this album's not that bad." This shit. It took a Canadian, a colonizer, to make y'all realize that album was good. Colonizer. But yeah, we got to talk about that album though, because I remember when Love Lockdown came out, and I was like, "Whoa, this is not even a." I was expecting like some Graduation Soul samples and shit. It was just all sparse and stripped down. And to think he did that because his mom died in Amber Rose. To think that's when Amber Rose influenced hella rappers during Heartbreak. Wasn't Wiz Khalifa going through his feelings after he broke up with Amber Rose and shit? She's not even that cute to me. I'm sorry, she ain't that cute. She just light skinned. Like you know how you just meet somebody and people just go automatically crazy for you. You just like, oh, she just light skinned. They're just a certain color. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm not trying to be funny. It's just quintessential. Like it takes a certain woman for me to say, oh, yo, dope, damn girl, you fine as fuck though. You know what I'm saying? Just because you post 80 photos on OnlyFans and Instagram combined, that doesn't make you cute. That just makes you stupid and superficial. I know this friend. Every damn hour, she posts like 3 photos of herself in the mirror. And let me tell you, she be in the mall. She randomly just tries on clothes, takes a picture of it, act like she bought that shit. Like, I was like, you know, you can't afford that shit. You can't afford that shit. Mm. But yeah, I'm gonna end this off right here. So I'm really tired too. But yeah, man. So tomorrow, I think I said tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we're going to talk about Boys in the Hood. John Singleton classic. We also want to talk about the soundtrack as well too. You know what I'm saying? Which I wish I still had in my collection though, but one day I'll get it again. One day. Yeah. There was something else I was gonna say. I'm thinking about doing a countdown next week. I'm thinking about which countdown I want to do. I want to do something I've never really done before. Top 10 something. Actually, I'm gonna text it to you right now
All right.
because I was thinking about this. I was like, I want to get somebody that actually knows their shit to do this countdown with. I don't want to say it out loud, and I just texted you.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So a couple new albums are coming out too, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm debating on talking about it. I want to see how that Childish Gambino album is. Hopefully
Right.
that's good shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know Rakim is coming out I think this weekend too.
Mm.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
I gotta hear Master Ace's new album. I
Mm.
hear shit. There's some great albums this year though, but niggas want to listen to trash. Hell, Call Me Crazy. I might check out Megan's new album too. Call Me Crazy. But I heard some shit. I was like, shit kind of slapped. I was hearing some shit. I was like, eh. Dartmouth. I don't even know what the fuck Tremors is. To be real with you. Why you always come at the end of my video and just ask like the most randomest questions and shit?
Cause he a random nigga. That's what he do. He pop in and lurk, acts as random shit, and then he bounce. He never support what we do, and those are the people I don't want on my channel. Don't support us. Just stay looking.
Yeah. She said, I wonder when Kendrick's new album's coming out. We'll have to wait and see.
That's gonna drop. I think that's gonna drop November, like toward the holidays. So that's when like the big holiday releases, come out. I think like November, December it'll drop.
I heard he might drop something in August, but I'm not.
August. Okay, well even better. He make Not Like Us is the first single. You know what I mean? It's the first single. It's the song of the year. Might as well.
I wonder what the sound's gonna be. That's what I'm saying.
Mm. A whole album dissing Drake. I'll buy it.
But I don't want him to do a whole album. I want him to do like some like if you want to put them diss tracks, put them as like bonus tracks or some shit. You know?
No, Not Like Us is the first single. Who? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a great way to promote the album.
That's true.
Everybody knows the song already.
That's true. But Euphoria was kind of a singer though.
Yeah, that was dope. I like the other diss track he had also. With the Grams, that was fire.
Oh, Meet the Grams. To me, I'm not gonna hold it. Meet the Grams was my favorite one out of all them niggas.
Yeah.
I like Not Like Us. I like Euphoria, but to me, Meet the Grams was what the diss track, what the beef was. The same way Eminem's The Sauce was what to his beef with Benzino. Because niggas always like Nailing the Coffin, and I like Nailing the Coffin, but I'm just like, did y'all actually hear the lyrics on The Sauce and shit?
That was literally Nailing the Coffin for Benzino. Like we didn't hear him after that.
Oh no, he still came out with shit. But
Still came out with shit? I ain't hear nothing.
He still came out with distance against him.
What do you call himself? The Archangel? What an ass.
Yeah, man. It's crazy too because what was gonna say. Yeah, it's like I think Benzino recently came out with an Eminem diss track too, like last year. Or some shit.
Listen to that.
Even his own daughter don't even fuck with him.
I will listen to a decade worth of Eminem crap over Benzino.
It depends what the crap is.
No, the crap he dropped 11 years ago. What you mean? The crap he's been dropping for 11 years. I would rather listen to that than listen to anything Benzino got to rap about.
I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like the only legitly bad Eminem albums is Encore, Revival, and Kamikaze.
You can't be serious. You cannot be serious.
What?
That's the only thing that he dropped that was bad?
Yes,
Marshall Mathers LP2 was not a great album.
it was not a great album, but it was not a bad album to me. I feel like
very
that was to me that was okay. I'm just gonna say that was to me the production was the best.
Ask for a sequel for that though. Who told him to do that? We wanted
I
a sequel.
tell you, that was the whole trend of hip hop. I told when Only Built for Cuban Links 2 came out, all these rappers wanted to do these sequel albums. I'm telling you.
So what? So okay. So then explain Music to Be Murdered by Part 2. Who asked for that? Nobody.
I still have not heard that, and I like Music to Be Murdered by. I like that.
I don't care for that. I will skip that. He gave us something that was listenable with the new one. That's how I look at it. It was listenable and that's it. I didn't expect nothing else from it.
Oh yeah, but I'm not gonna hold his prime years is always gonna be 97 to 2000.
Yeah.
Those to me will always be his prime years, and I'm counting the Slim Shady EP. I'm counting the Underground. I'm counting all that. Hell, I'm not counting Infinite. I didn't like Infinite, to be real with you. I liked a few songs.
Right. I still feel like a producer like Alchemist can still bring out the best in him.
That's true.
Somebody that he didn't work with often. I think Alchemist or 38 Special. You know, Static Selector. Like they can still bring out the best in him. Because he's still got it. Lyrically, he's always had it. Just the songs and the production for the last decade, I ain't care for him. And it's just the shit that he was doing, like to appease to this generation, I didn't care for. But lyrically, he always had it.
Yeah, Q. I'm only gonna throw in the first D12 album. The second one, I don't care for. I'm gonna be real. But I won't be real with you, Trav. But speaking of. Like some of the beats on the Death of Slim Shady, I'm not gonna hold you. I fucked with them shit. I feel like those are some of his best production in years.
Yeah, some joints.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all like blue lips over this one.
I like the skits. I don't know what the narrative is and why they trying to act like it's the worst album of the year because it ain't.
Right.
You know, the worst album of the year that I heard was Schoolboy Q. Then I like his album.
But niggas, this album of the year. What the fuck?
No, not even. Album of the year right now is Common, Pete Rock, and Dog Pound. That's the album. Those are 2 albums of the year.
I agree.
It's not Eminem. It's not Schoolboy Q. It's nothing from Griselda. Those are the 2 albums of the year right now.
It's been kind of a slow year in hip hop. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's a lot of shit that's out, but that don't mean all of that shit is good. A lot of it gonna be forgettable at the end of the year. People gonna be like, "What? I didn't even know this person dropped the album."
Hell, The Game. Y'all might laugh, but The Game had one of the top 5 hip hop albums right now. I don't give a fuck.
Game and Big Hit. That was a good little 9-song album.
Right.
I enjoyed it. Big Hit Boy is still on the roll. He's still dropping shit. You know.
Hell yeah.
Album of the year. What are y'all listening to? Album of the year. Schoolboy Q.
That has the highest ranking on Metacritic. See, this
not even. No, he must have paid them niggas to say that because there's no way. That album is not great.
Hell, Benny's Everybody Can't Go was pretty dope too.
That was forgettable. I only listened to that once. Only one time I listened to that. That was it.
Yeah, I listened a couple of times, but yeah.
They kept promoting it and like it was the biggest Benny release. I'm like, this?
The one he dropped last year was better.
Burden of Proof with Hit Boy was way better. You know.
Rhapsody, come on, man. I know you don't like the album.
I like a couple songs. Even with that, it was like, you ain't Lauryn Hill, ma.
Stop.
You be Rhapsody. You not Lauryn. She tried to be too artsy with that album.
Stop.
You gotta call it what it is, man. I ain't kissing none of these artists' ass, man. It was artsy. Like I like Rhapsody when she was in her 9th Wonder bag. Layla's Way. That was great.
Eve.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Eve album was fire. Her mixtapes, Return of the B Girl and all that. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to do some Lauryn Hill shit.
But you know what? I don't like this album as much as Eve though, but I feel like it's gonna grow on me in the future.
It ain't growing on me yet, so it probably won't.
But I have a controversial opinion before I leave. This is very controversial. I feel like if it wasn't for Queen Latifah's Nature of the Sister, we probably would not have Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
I don't know. Well, I mean, even for that, how impactful was that album for Latifah?
See, it wasn't commercially at the time.
Right,
Tommy Boy didn't market an album like that, and it wasn't really as good commercially.
right.
But a lot of people back and listen to it. Had like a cult following and shit like that too. And she was doing like a lot of singing in the rap. She was doing like a lot more singing on that album.
I thought it was good. They didn't promote it at all though.
I love that album.
Yeah, Latifah Set It Up to Kill, Fly Girl.
Woo!
Those are fire.
Man, but you know what's crazy though? What if? Let me ask you this: Nature for Sister, or act like you know from MC Lyte though.
Nature with Sister.
Same. Oh yeah.
MC Lyte had a lot of tracks that were like, I loved the album, but it was like some filler on there too though. I'm like, yeah, you could have cut that from 19 songs, 18 songs.
Yeah.
Put it down. There's a couple songs on there like that wasn't needed.
She had like Poor Georgie. I was like, okay, Poor Georgie.
That's my joint.
That's my joint too.
She needed more singles too. They didn't give her a lot of singles off of that album.
And it's crazy because 45 King did some shit on that album. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember when I first heard that album, and I didn't not like that album, but when we listen to it now, it's growing on me. But it's like I don't want to hear MC Lyte in love like that first. I remember that Yo MTV Rap. She was dancing. I'm just like, Lyte, what are you doing? Like,
right? She don't dance. Yeah.
What the fuck you dancing for?
That was different for her. You know, she got rid of the whistle cap for that video.
Oh Jesus Christ! I'm just like,
look, I got overalls on and I'm dancing. Doc Martens and all.
Fucking Bodie Love ass.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Raven Simone dancing ass.
No, remember they tried to have Yo-Yo dance too when she first.
Oh my God, yo,
you know what I mean? I'm like, Yo-Yo don't do that.
I hope that was not Cube's idea, because I hope that was not. That might be the label's idea, because
It's like, look, kid, she's not as hurt as you all think she is. She can dance just like yo. She can do the WAP and all that.
That reminds me of the Boys in the Hood trailer when they try to make that shit like a house party ass movie.
Yeah, there ain't no house party.
It's like it's the wildest hood. The wildest hood in the summer.
Trying to make it like it was like a big hood party type of movie. Like no,
and then whoever was editing that fucking commercial though.
Crazy.
And then they had the fucking 90s bouncy letters and shit. Like it's a party over in the hood.
The bouncy font.
Ain't no party like a Boys in the Hood party.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah,
I think for female MC now, I think they gotta look back at Nature with Sister and like that's the way you do an album. If you're gonna include like neo soul with hip hop, you gotta do it like that album. You know, Lauryn Hill did. Oh yeah, I would say Lauryn Hill. You know, that's the way to do it. You got to listen to Nature with Sister and how Lauryn did it was very dope. You know, I think that's what Rhapsody was going for. I'm like, this reminds me too much of Lauryn Hill.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, she spoke about a lot on there regarding women, and I love it, but it reminded me too much of Lauryn, and I'm not hearing enough Ninth Wonder on there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like give me Ninth or Crisis. You know, the Soul Council on that album, and that would have been perfect.
It's like she was trying to
like she was real neo soul.
She was trying to be like the J. Cole. She had like a J. Cole kind of feel.
Yeah, it was like, well, shit, we'll get J. Cole to do production
then. Because even like with J. Cole now, he's doing that like trappy kind of flow, like better. I was like, okay, cool, all right. Cool.
Yeah, they from the same area. They from the same area, right? You know, get J. Cole to do some beats.
Yeah,
you know,
that's all me. I don't do that trap flow shit. I can't. Right. I don't sound right with that trap flow. Don't nobody want to hear a deep voice African rapper or some trap shit. I'm sorry. Don't nobody want to hear no solo nigga rapping on some trap shit.
Oh Lord.
Shit.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to hear no African rap. No shit. I'm good. I'm good on that shit, nigga. Shit. I feel like fucking broken ass Chief Keef and shit, nigga. Don't nobody want to hear me. Have you even heard African drill music, nigga? That's the funniest shit. Yo, African drill music would be the funniest shit.
Yeah, I mean, there was some good releases. The Ghostface album was fire. You didn't like it? Set the tone?
I'm gonna say it was decent, but I'm still gonna put that in my top 10 of hip hop. Like it's gonna be my lower top 10.
Okay.
I have to.
Alchemist,
You said what?
Alchemist and Oh No came out with the Gang Green album. That was dope.
I never heard an Oh No project.
Hit Boy and Alchemist and Big Hit. Dope album.
That was dope.
You know, there's a lot of damn releases, yo. A lot of releases. Odyssey dropped a EP like last week, I think it was. You know.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's been a lot of releases this year, and still more to come.
Honestly, I've been more on my R&B bag. Like I've been bumping that Victoria Monet and shit.
Yeah.
What you mean? Yeah.
Marsha, I haven't liked too much R&B this year. Marsha Ambrosius and Dr. Dre.
That's the best R&B project this year.
Yes.
I'm gonna be real.
Oh,
that's a contender for album of the year. I'm gonna fuck.
The Anderson .Paak and Knowledge, that album.
I didn't hear that.
Why Lord? That's phenomenal.
We're gonna talk about that next week. I didn't hear that album yet.
That album is dope.
Sam, you in Italy? Oh, you fancy, huh? You fancy? Shit. You fancy? But how's Italy? But everyone said that Anderson album's dope though.
Yeah, man. You gotta check it out.
Yeah, I got to. But honestly, I've been listening to like a lot of. I've been trying to like listen to like a lot of like music I've not really heard like that. Like I was listening to Bjork last night and shit. Like I don't even know her name. Like she had that song. I put on the group chat. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was like, hold up, this shit kind of fire though.
I never listened to her.
Like it's like some, cause it's like some lullaby kind of shit. It's like what Yoko Ono wants.
Shit to put me to sleep. Okay. Does that make sense?
Stop. It's like she's what Yoko Ono wants to be. If that makes sense.
And what Yoko Ono wants to be or was like her?
No, wants to be.
Wants to be? At this point, I don't think Yoko cared.
No, I'm just saying, like, because you know how Yoko, she be like having that weird kind of voice. I'm not trying to talk shit about Yoko because that's another story for a different day. But Drake, it's like very abstract or alternative. What? I know I'm fucking up her name.
Oh god.
What was that song? I'm trying to pull up that song. Venus as a Boy. That song, Venus as a Boy. That shit fire as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I might actually check it out now. I might check that album out tonight. I might check some Bjork and shit. You know?
York.
You said what?
Bjork.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Bjork.
No.
Zork.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh, but I do want to talk about one thing. What the fuck is going on with LL Cool J and Andre 3000?
I don't know. It was what they said. Andre didn't take what LL said lightly.
Because LL said that no one does not want to hear no flutes.
Yeah. we all been saying that. So where Andre been? On another planet?
Yeah, Andre pretty much just said he has to follow his vision.
And your vision is what? Playing the flute? Nigga, you gotta get back on that mic. Drop 16 bars.
He said if you feel like you can rap. That's what he said.
Exactly.
But that's what I feel like he respectfully told LL Cool J. That's just what I do.
No, the Andre. What happened with Andre? When he told Rick Rubin during the pandemic that he had writer's block and he didn't know how to reintroduce himself to this young generation. So he was overthinking it. So that's probably what happened. He just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna play the flute and then I won't have to rap."
Yeah, I love that flute out. That flute.
That way, it's like you don't really have to reintroduce yourself, and you're still putting out music that way. So you have like your longtime fan. Well, I guess he thought his longtime fans was gonna like the flute album, and then he
I
could
like.
introduce himself as a to the newer heads. But you're introducing yourself to the newer heads by playing the flute, and they don't know nothing about the verses. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to. He kept saying, "Oh, he's the one that was pushing for Outkast album." The last time I checked, it was Big Boy that wanted the Outkast album. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you're trying to change the narrative, like, "Oh, I was the one that wanted the Outkast album," and
Again, rewriting
like
history. Rewriting
huh?
history. Niggas
Yeah,
love
it's like that's not what we've been hearing over the last 20 years. Big Boy wanted it, and you was done with rap, and you want to be a Hollywood actor, and that's what it was. Now all of a sudden he wanted the Outkast album, so go in the studio and give us the Outkast album, because nobody's really checking for the whistle. Flute.
Well, his tour is actually breaking records right now. To be real with you, so
Is it?
yeah.
Hey, I've seen Andre, but I've seen Andre as a rapper. I don't care to see him playing the flute.
You know what? I'm gonna do a solo review on that flute and this flute because this has been long overdue.
Wow. And what is it exactly you're going to say about each track? What is it that you're going to say, that each track was good, or
That's pay per view. I don't reveal my plans.
pay per view?
I don't reveal my future plans. Oh,
That should have put me to sleep.
That's
what I
pay
mean.
per view.
You know what I mean? I enjoyed seeing Andre with Outkast, with Big Boy. I don't care to see him by himself.
I feel like one day we'll get an Outkast album. One day.
One day, when they're 70?
You never know what's gonna happen in the future.
You know what I'm saying? How about y'all get in the studio this year and drop something for the end of the year for us? That'd be a great Christmas present to the fans.
Yo, if the Fugees drop music before Outkast,
they would because they already did new music.
The Fugees is gonna drop new music before Outkast.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that is
LL what the fans wanted. See, and unfortunately, you have to come to Praz's expense for him getting locked up. But at least they're gonna give us new music, and they on tour, so they gave us what they wanted. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Outkast.
Yo, I feel like the world is in a weird place because a lot of things I never thought was gonna happen.
Right.
Fugees getting back together. Andre's playing flutes.
Right.
Donald Trump assassination attempt.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Aliens land on
America. Stage assassination. That's
aliens are gonna greet us all, and I can't wait.
Shit. Amber Rose talking in the Republican Convention Center.
Right?
That's
Amber Rose whole ass. Right?
That's something crazy. Like, never in my wildest lifetime would I ever see like a video vixen come to a Republican convention center. Never in my days. I swear to God, the world is just in a weird place right now.
Yes.
The world is filled with pimps and hoes. We're just talking about those I know.
And Andre and his flute.
The world is mine, can't you see? I'm just trying to be all I can be.
Andre and his fucking flute.
Hell, Puffy still ain't locked up yet.
Right.
Puffy over here living his life on jet skis and shit.
Yeah.
He was like, y'all ain't gonna lock this bad boy up.
Yeah. He ain't got no other choice. He gotta get locked up.
It's like niggas don't even talk about that R&B album he came out with last.
Right.
It was like we ain't giving this nigga.
That was pretty good. It was, but only because the artist actually was singing and it wasn't him. You know?
And Cameron and Mace gossiping.
Right.
Gossiping about Jay Prince. I'm like, I don't want to mess with Jay Prince now. Other than that, hope y'all have a good night. Appreciate this try as usual.
Yep.
See y'all niggas later.
Peace.